Hi Pisces, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is Sunday, May 17th, 2020. You are watching a general love reading for the sign of Pisces for this upcoming week. Because it's general, it can pertain to anything, relationships or otherwise. Be flexible with the energy. Don't be concerned about the gender of the cards. You might feel like I'm reading for you. You might feel like you're cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with. My intention is to reach those that need the message and will benefit from it. Parts of this reading may resonate for you, Pisces, and other parts may not. So take what does and leave behind what doesn't, and hopefully you feel like it was worthwhile by the time you finish watching it. We're going to get started. By the way, if you're brand new, first of all, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. This is Carmela. She is joining us for your reading, and there is more specific information in the description box below if you feel like you didn't get enough from my short intro. I just got tired of saying it. I start feeling like a broken record and it starts feeling awkward and weird. So sometimes I say all of it, sometimes I say parts of it. Ultimately, it's in the description box, so it doesn't matter. Okay, Pisces, let's get started. I'm going to give this first deck one more shuffle, and then we'll see what's going on with you guys. Here we go. We are starting off with the Page of Pentacles. Don't bite my ear. She has been so naughty this afternoon. Just so you know, be prepared, because she is driving me insane. But my son just went off to work, and she was stuck in the bedroom while he was sleeping. And so I took her out. I'm being nice. We'll see what happens. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Wands. Knight of Cups in reverse. Death. Queen of Wands. Justice in reverse. And then the Knight of Swords in reverse. So I feel like these two queens are two separate people. I might change my mind as I get more cards out. This Queen of Pentacles, I feel like she's maybe kind of tucked away a little bit to herself, kind of maybe in hermit mode. Feeling like she needs to take care of herself, be more concerned with what's going on in her own life. Maybe she's been worrying too much about other people and she needs to put some energy into her own situation. She might be receiving an offer, or some kind of offer might be coming her way. Or there might be something that she's getting ready to learn, or something that she's going to find out with this Page of Pentacles. Then we have a Queen of Wands on the table. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's very ambitious, creative. Could be somebody who's very social. Someone who knows what she wants. She goes after it. Someone who could have a very active social life. Lots of friends. There's an ending involving this person. Possibly an ending with a new beginning, some kind of maybe transformation with this individual. It's interesting because I'm not necessarily feeling a connection between these two people. Maybe there was an ending with the connection between these two people. And because of the ending of this connection, there could be a new beginning. Could be something else coming toward one or both of these queens, the Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Wands. Maybe the ending was the catalyst to something new coming in for them with this Ace of Wands, Knight of Cups. And then we have Justice in reverse and this Knight of Swords. Something feels like it wasn't quite right, or maybe something wasn't made right. Maybe there was a disagreement and it hasn't been resolved. It might be that both of these individuals knows that there is something that's gone unresolved, but there's an understanding of what happened, but a lack of effort being put forth to acting upon what's known with regard to this injustice or something that went wrong. Let's get some more cards, Pisces. We have the Empress. And then the Six of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying this Queen of Pentacles. King of Cups in reverse. Ten of Cups. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. The Queen of Wands is clarified by Justice. Ace of Swords. And then we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay, so this Queen of Wands is quite content with the circumstances at hand. She feels like everything's just the way it should be. But there's some kind of ending here, and it could have to do with a job opportunity, some kind of a financial endeavor, or it could be that there was a lack of effort put forth, and that's why there was an ending. There wasn't enough energy or time or effort put into something, and so that's why it ended. And this Queen is perfectly happy with that. She's content. She feels like everything's the way it should be. This Queen feels very content right now to me. Satisfied with the outcome, okay with things. It could be this relationship between this Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles feels like there was an imbalance in effort. It's possible that this Queen of Pentacles felt like she was putting too much effort into a situation, and that her energy would have been better spent elsewhere, or better received elsewhere. I do feel like this is the Empress energy as well, this Queen of Pentacles, which is interesting because, so the Queen of Pentacles in reverse can be someone who's removed themselves from a situation because they feel like that's what I'm getting with the Six of Pentacles. Like things were unfair or imbalanced. Maybe she feels like she was putting this kind of effort into a connection and wasn't receiving the same in return. So she's removed her energy from the situation or from a connection or relationship because she wasn't feeling this equal give and take. That's what I'm getting more than anything with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse with the Empress energy showing up in the same set of cards. I do feel like this is your energy, Pisces, because it's in your underlying set of cards. So I think the Queen of Wands is somebody that you're dealing with. But again, you can interchange the roles, be flexible with the energy. Don't obviously try to make the reading fit, but if it's resonating, you're going to know, and you'll know who you are within this reading. So we also have a King of Cups on the table. King of Cups in reverse. This person is feeling very detached. This person feels like he's kind of emotionally removed from the situation. Disconnected, emotionally unavailable. maybe not willing to show how he feels with regard to the situation. For some reason, to me, this almost feels like 3 separate people that are connected in some way, but they're all like in their separate corners. There's something about the situation that's not justified. There's something wrong with the situation. And everybody knows about it. Everybody understands the truth behind the situation. I think everybody's actually clear on the fact that there's something that went very wrong. Possibly within this group of people or between the relationships themselves, or it could be just this, I feel like it's the queens. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. And at this point in time, there's no movement. I don't feel like anyone is taking action or there's any desire to take action, to make things different. There might even be a certain level of apathy going on here. It's interesting because this King of Cups has this Ace of Wands. So there's something new, there's some kind of new opportunity or something brand new available to this King of Cups. Could be a new connection, a new relationship, a new opportunity with regard to a work situation possibly. But he's not putting any effort into it. It's something that could potentially bring about a 10 of Cups, but I don't feel like any emotional effort or connection is being put forth toward this Ace of Wands. So right now, it feels like it's up in the air. It's literally up in the air because there's no energy being put forth into this situation or into this opportunity. Ouch, why do you have to bite my ear? Oh, she makes me so mad sometimes, Pisces. Just out of the blue, out of the blue. And it's not like, you know, because sometimes she just gives me a little nibble, and I'm fine with that. I don't know why she does it. I have no idea what her motives are. But then other times she's sitting here looking like she's getting ready to take a nap, and just out of the blue, she comes in with her sharp beak and grabs a hold of my ear and bites down hard. She never makes me bleed, but it still hurts. I know, I've talked about this 1,000 times because whenever she's out and on my shoulder, she bites my ear. So I talk about it all the time. And there's probably plenty of you out there saying, why in the hell do you still let the birds sit on your shoulder? I can't answer that question except to say that I know she needs attention and she likes to be around me. She likes hanging out on my shoulder. So I let her get away with it because she's an animal and I'm a human. That's all I have to say about it. I don't know. Maybe that's a stupid response. It just is what it is. So Pisces, let's get another set of cards out here. Nine of Cups and Strength. I think this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Empress energy, I feel like she's waiting for an offer. She's waiting for something to come her way. I think she thinks that there's a good chance that it will too. I think she feels like if she just bides her time and waits it out, that something's coming her way. There might be an understanding that whatever occurred between her and this queen, maybe there's a negative karma situation. She just knows if she bides her time, the universe is going to take care of things and things will take care of themselves. That's what I'm getting off this Queen of Pentacles. Three of Cups in reverse. So this definitely is involving a group dynamic, and there's some unrest within this group dynamic. So this could be a group of friends, for example, a group of family members. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Ten of Wands. Stop it. Stop it. King of Swords in reverse. Clarifying the Queen of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. And then the Six of Wands in reverse. So the King of Swords is out here. This is somebody who can be very cutting and cruel and harsh in nature, especially when it comes to communication. And it's possible this could be the same energy as this King of Cups in reverse. So this Queen of Wands feels like she's sitting pretty. She feels good about how things are, but this King of Swords is kind of coming down hard on this person for some reason. And it feels like this Queen of Wands could potentially be the reason behind some kind of ending. Could be a work situation, like I've said before. It could be a working relationship. But she feels like she is carrying the burden of this ending. And it's because she failed to complete something. She failed to do her part. She failed to, again, make the effort that was warranted with this Eight of Pentacles. Very well could be a job situation. But for whatever reason, she's satisfied. She's feeling good about how things are. And she's getting, it's almost like she's getting admonished by this person. Like, how can you sit there and think that things are okay when in reality, we all know that you're moving forward with the situation when there is this injustice at hand, something that needs to be fixed or addressed. And nobody's making any moves. Nobody's acting upon this, even though there's this failure or this issue lingering. There's nothing being done about it. And it's almost like there could be some fear surrounding taking action or uncertainty about what actions to take. But there's some kind of misstep, failure, disharmony, something going on within a group dynamic, and it definitely involves this King of Cups, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Something has been put on hold or stopped progress moving forward towards this Ten of Cups. This King of Cups, for whatever reason, feels almost like it could be a figure, it could be like a father figure, for example, who is trying not to get involved in the middle between these two queens that feel like they're at odds. But again, it doesn't feel like there's like a lot of fighting or anything. It feels like something's already transpired or something's already come to an end. And things are just kind of it's not like it's stagnation. It's not like things have come to a complete stop. It's just that whatever occurred is not being addressed or acknowledged. Let's get some more. I'm shuffling the same deck. Oh, I hate when I do that. Put all this energy into shuffling and then it's the wrong deck. Sorry, Pisces. I'm distracted. So let me get a couple shuffles into my last deck here, and we'll see what else we can get for you, Pisces. Seven of Wands. Knight of Wands in reverse. King of Pentacles clarifying this King of Cups. Chariot. There's the King of Swords again in the same set of cards with the King of Swords in reverse. And this one's clarifying the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse. Ten of Pentacles. And the Page of Swords in reverse. So this could involve a family situation, family dynamic. Ten of Pentacles to me is long-standing relationships. Again, it could be family, family legacy, abundance, could be a family business, prosperity. For a group of people or within a group of people. I think this king is admonishing this Queen of Wands for something that she did or something that she didn't do. And I think it's more has to do with something that she didn't do, something that she didn't put energy into. And as a result, it ultimately benefited her, but only her. So things have been put on hold because of this Queen of Wands. She's in the upright position, so I don't necessarily feel like this Queen of Wands is acting in a malicious manner. I don't think she is. She's not in shadow energy right now. But I feel like she's being blamed for something that didn't work out. I feel like this Queen of Pentacles feels like she's put a lot of effort into something, maybe too much. And I think that is, I don't think that is a secret. I don't think she's the only one who realizes that she's put this level of effort into the situation, so she feels entitled to wait for something to come her way. I think that she thinks that but I also, with the Empress out here, that the truth is she has made a significant effort, and she does deserve to see something come her way instead of having, because she's put in the effort. She's put in the time. She's put in the energy. And it's not her place to continue to take action and be the one to move forward, because she's already done more than her fair share. And so it's time for her to sit back and wait. The Strength card with this Queen of Pentacles to me indicates she's this power play on her part, if you want to call it a power play, to sit back and wait and see what transpires because of the level of energy she's put into something is warranted. It is warranted, and it's what she should be doing. And the cards are indicating that even though she's in the reverse, to me, this just indicates she's kind of removed herself from accepting any more responsibility. I guess that's the best way to put it. She's not going to accept any more responsibility than what she's already put into the situation. Now we have the King of Pentacles, King of Cups. So I feel like this is the same person, and I feel like it could be the King of Swords as well, but these could be two separate people. Now that we have the Ten of Pentacles out, because there could be more than three energies on the table. I think this king feels very loyal and compassionate and loving, and he feels like he's a protector of sorts. He feels like he feels very responsible, not just for himself, but for others, for himself, but also for others. But he is removing a certain level of emotional energy within the situation. He could be in the same position as this Queen of Pentacles and feel like he's already put forth the energy needed in order to achieve this within this group dynamic, family situation. And so he could be waiting as well for this Queen of Wands. But she's happy with the way things are. So for her, as far as she's concerned, if things stay the way they are, she's perfectly happy. She doesn't want to move forward. She thinks that things are the way they should be. And she doesn't need to make any changes to the situation. But the truth of the matter is, and everybody seems to know this, that moving forward with how things are in this current state is an unjust situation. It can't, or maybe it can't move forward with the way things are. There is an understanding that something needs to be resolved, rectified, addressed, changed, but no one's willing to talk about it. No one's willing to take action. There are some people in this situation who feel like they've already put forth the effort needed. And then there's one person in particular, this Queen of Wands, who is just not willing. And again, she's in the upright. So it's not like she's doing this to hurt people. It's not like she's doing this to be malicious. It's not. She's just content with the way things are. Maybe she doesn't, it's not that she doesn't realize that, well, see, I don't know. See, this is what has me confused, because I feel like everybody involved knows the truth. Everybody seems to be very clear about what's going on here. Let's get this last round of cards out. World in reverse. There's the King of Cups in the upright this time, with this Queen of Pentacles. Emperor in reverse. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse. Page of Cups in reverse. The Moon in reverse. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune again in the upright. Okay, so I definitely believe that this king, first of all, this king has compassion, love, loyalty. There's some emotions being put forth toward this Queen of Pentacles. If he is also this King of Swords, he might be speaking on behalf of her. But this queen of Wands doesn't care. She doesn't want things to change. She doesn't feel, it's not that she doesn't necessarily feel responsible. She just doesn't, she's not going to put the energy forth because she doesn't have a certain level of dedication, passion, desire to make this right, or put in a certain level of effort into this. She just doesn't care, is what I'm getting more than anything. And then again with this King of Cups, King of Pentacles energy, I feel like there's a lot of loyalty, compassion, and love coming from this individual, but he also is in a position where he feels like he doesn't have control or doesn't want to accept a certain level of control with regard to this group situation where there's something new on the horizon, an Ace of Wands energy, something, again, it could be a connection, it could be an opportunity in business, it could be a creative endeavor, but this all feels like things are still moving forward. some people are putting effort into it and some people are not. So Pisces, we're going to get I'm going to look at these a little bit more as I'm shuffling these, because I think there's more here. This King of Swords, King of Cups, King of Pentacles, I think it's all the same person, but it could be two separate people. The King of Swords could be someone totally separate that is communicating with this Queen of Wands, and I think he's trying to make it clear that she has to put a little bit more effort into something, or she needs to put some more energy into a situation, and she's not, because she doesn't care. She likes things the way things are. She doesn't feel responsible for this. And I think that this King of Swords is disagreeing with her. He could be mad at her. He could be admonishing her. Again, this King of Swords could potentially be a father figure, for example. I get that kind of energy from this person, because this person feels like he's wise. He kind of has an understanding or a knowing that others don't. And I think he feels like this Queen of Wands is responsible for something that she is not taking responsibility for. And it's unfortunate too, because I do feel to a certain extent there is movement towards this Ten of Cups, which would be fulfillment, happiness, joy, abundance for all involved. There is movement forward toward this. But it could potentially be all for naught if someone doesn't address the situation. And there is just, at this point in time, there's no effort being put forth. There's a lot of thought being put into the situation. I think everybody's clear on what the situation is and where everybody stands. But ultimately, it's almost like, it feels like it could be that everybody's kind of waiting for this Queen of Wands to take the first step or the next step forward. And it could be in the form of communication, putting some effort into some kind of moves that need to be made, or actions that need to be taken, or communication that needs to be had. Well, that wasn't necessary, was it? That time she bit my ear and she hung on. See, I know you can't see because my ear is on the side of my head, right? So you can't see what's going on. She's going to go onto her cage now. I'm tiptoeing on the end of my finger. So she can sit up there for the end of this reading, because I'm done with her biting my ear. We're at 33 minutes. That's not horrible. My readings have been anywhere from 35 to 40 minutes lately. It's kind of my average. For a while, have been trying to make them shorter. I just don't know how to do it, because I don't want to decrease the number of decks that I have, that I've been using, and it just is what it is. I'm just gonna accept it. Just like this Queen of Wands, I'm like, I'm fine with the way things are. This is how it's gonna be. Okay, I'm gonna take this card. We have the Youth in reverse. So this is a potential blockage, Pisces. And we'll see what this card says, and then we're gonna wrap this up. I haven't pulled the Youth in a long time. So again, if he's in reverse, it's a potential blockage. This is about a half-page passage. And I'll display the card in the upright position. Here we go, Pisces. Unwilling to abide by rules that maintain order and harmony, the youth rebels against those in position of authority. This to me is representing the Queen of Wands, by the way. Because I feel like she's rebelling against this King of Swords, which would be someone who's in a position of authority. So she's kind of standing her ground against him. The youth rebels against those in position of authority and anyone who demands that he moderate his behavior when it causes hurt to those around him. Regardless of whether his actions are justified or not, the reversed youth may be lacking in empathy and unwilling to consider the feelings of others. especially when there is a chance for him to pursue his own interests. The reversed youth refuses to give in and may be unaware or unwilling to see that he is guilty of selfishness. When censored, he might respond with emotional outbursts, aggression, and impulsive behavior and choose to run away. When the youth appears reversed in your reading, ask yourself if you are running away from a situation that could be resolved with communication and compromise. Communication. Are you being overly rigid and narrow-minded, refusing to see your actions from another's perspective? Running away from conflict does not bring resolution. Neither does being selfish, impulsive, or inflexible. Instead, be open and empathetic. It is not a question of giving up the things that interest you, but one of moderation and temperance. Do not pursue your freedom to such an extreme that you prevent others from having the same freedom. So again, it could be, I don't know, and I said this before, she's not in reverse. The Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups are in reverse. So this could indicate someone who's just standing her ground. She's going to do what she wants to do. She's going to go after what she wants to go after because maybe there is a little bit of selfishness going on here. She's happy with the way things are, and so she doesn't want to invest any more energy into something that might be beneficial to others or might move things forward for other people. And I do believe that the situation is very clear. Everybody understands what's going on. As the way things stand right now, I don't see, and Pisces, I indicated that I thought you were probably this Queen of Pentacles, Empress energy. I think that at the very least, if you don't have this Queen of Wands support, and I don't think you do have this King of Cups support and a lot of support. This person cares for you deeply. And I think right now he might be taking the responsible stance and kind of emotionally detaching because he probably doesn't feel like it's his place to work through things for this Queen of Wands. I think she's responsible. She's just not accepting responsibility right now. So I'm going to leave that here. It's an interesting reading for sure. If it did resonate, please like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment if you want. Tell your story. I always appreciate those because it validates the readings for me as well. So thank you so much, Pisces, for watching. I appreciate it a lot, and I hope that I see you again soon. Bye.